I promise you, it was love.
Yeah, that's something that I used to believe. Yeah, help me sleep at night. Does that help you?
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoon. So, like, one of my favorite storylines of this season so far, and it's been a real good season for me. I love the storyline with Frost and Ainsley, right? So, the TV mom who just keeps lurking in his life during the second half of the season. And so, Frost finally, remember he snapped off on Dr. Charles last week, and he finally had a sit down with Dr. Charles and was discussing things about what he was going through when he was on the show with Ainsley and all of that other stuff. And he started getting a chance to really open up about his situation, which is something that I really liked what he did, because one thing that we know about with this situation with him and Ainsley is that he was definitely closed to a lot of stuff. Like, you could tell, like, he was just not letting people know how he felt, because he was confused about a lot of things. And so when he was talking to Ainsley at the end of the episode, he was talking about how he didn't have a lot of friendships and girlfriends or whatever that he had long-term relationships with. Like, usually when it's time to open up, he closes up and leaves and bails because of what he went through with Ainsley going up. And he realized that what he had with Ainsley wasn't love. And he told her that, like, what we had wasn't love. It's something that I wanted to believe for the longest, just to help me sleep at night, but it wasn't love. And one of the things I think for Frost is, because he was so young, he didn't know what he was going through. Now, he did admit to Charles, which was interesting, that it wasn't a situation with him and Ainsley where he, like, didn't want Ainsley to had his romantic relationship going on with him. It was just something where, I guess at that age too, man, you just, Ainsley was the one person he could definitely trust on the set. He was talking about that as well. How she would defend him on the set, make sure he had creative control over the show at times, whatever, against producers and stuff. So it was just one of those things where I think because of that, he probably felt like he owed something to Ainsley too for the longest time too. So I think that was another thing, and I think it's been helping him conquer his demons, that really she has come back to town. To be honest with you, I think it's helped that she has come back to town. As weird as that sounds, I think it has for him, because it was such a bad situation from the way it's sounding with the relationship that he had with her leading up to that point. So it definitely sounds like it's helping him, sort things out. But I love how he just, basically tossed her to the side. Now, the one thing that I've still been wondering with the storyline, if this is the true end, it's just the true end. But if it's not the true end, is she going to go into stalker mode? Like, start becoming dangerous? Because I think she's kind of nuts, man. I don't know. I think she's pretty nuts. But I've been wrong about these things before. If you watch my Chicago Fire videos, I've been saying Emma Jacobs going to come back to haunt Violet for the longest. And it's been like 2 or 3 years now since she's been on the show. So I've been wrong about a number of things. So. But we'll see. I think it'll be an interesting situation for him, because especially since he's a newer character this year, I think it'll be interesting if they did that. So we'll see where they land with that. But go on ahead and give me your thoughts on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Y'all. Thank y'all for watching this one. Afternoons Delight.